something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And off we go from Oakland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Leonard Fournette looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
11B.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Forced out to his left. Shakes off the sand. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr now on 1st down. And it's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Express.
On second down, here's Carr. Rolling to his right. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Nugent puts it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Bortles now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
11B.
Bortles to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Let's go. Trips left. 372. 11B.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lucy. Shot. 380. Shot.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward. A handoff to Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Carr now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
6-18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run again on first down, Lynch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 53 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
39, Lucy. Check. 380.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
So right. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And Lambeau will put this one through And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with time running out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. Nugent tacking on the PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try now for Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland. We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. So right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
11. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to fire one deep middle. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. That one goes for 36 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll toss it to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Fournette on the toss to the right. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number two, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Bortles to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, as Cleveland takes the field again, I got to ask you, if you're a Browns fan, are you more frustrated right now or optimistic about what you've seen weeks 1 and 2?
Can I combine it with frustratingly optimistic?
That's probably a good way to put it.
Because I don't know how much more disappointment you can have as a Browns fan. Go 0-16 last year. First 2 games of the year, opportunities abound where you can win games against significant opponents.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw? That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over. Yeah,
it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mayfield now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
44, fight. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run with Fournette, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A strong run, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it,
that?
though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Mayfield now. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Go!
Mayfield looks to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Mayfield again. That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
4 down, 4 down. 44's the play, 44's the play. Check, check. Here all day.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield steps away to his left. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Leopard!
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And some space here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And some room to roam now. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the red zone now, Mayfield out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And now out come the Jags. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here we go. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Check. Green 80.
Again, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
4 down.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Mayfield now on 2nd down. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku from 4 yards out, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Bortles going to throw here. That one complete to Yeldon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Bortles. It's caught by Moncrief. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Bortles going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Bortles now on first down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They come out here in the eye. Bortles eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.